Wyatt Six and American Made. The Wyatt Six and American Made. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. I've got a question really quick. Did we just experience a big, massive storytell fail? Because that's what it feels like. I mean, I'm confused. I'm sure a lot of you guys are confused. Because what was the point of the entire thing between American Made and Wyatt Six if it was just going to end up with both of them making new promos, which apparently it seems as if they've made new promos and they've moved on and they're no longer going to be, you know, at each other. You know what I'm saying? They're just moving on, which that's what we all want. We're happy about that because I don't want to watch them fight anymore. I'm over it. But what was the point? Chad Gable is still an a-hole. Chad Gable is not saying thank you.
Thank you!
I thought he would start being nice and start saying thank you and being the Chad Gable that we all used to like, right? We all used to like Chad. He was a good guy. He was fun. He was very talented. You can't take that away from the guy. But what was the point of the storyline? I thought that Wyatt Six was going to turn him back to a good person and make him start saying thank you again and appreciate him. Or was the point just to get him to show his true colors, which we already started seeing he was an a-hole prior to Wyatt Six coming to the scene. He was already being an a-hole to, you know, Otis and the rest of the crew. You know what I'm saying? The original Academy, Alpha Academy. So I don't understand. I mean, did they just pivot and just decide we're not going to go that direction now? We're going to completely do a 180. Let's change our mind and let's just not even go that direction off the story. Is that what happened? Is that what we witnessed? Because it doesn't make sense. Like, you would think that after that last big match, right, that was going to be like, this is the last time. This match is going to be the one where finally we're going to get, you know, at least some sort of storyline closure that feels logical, that makes sense, right? Like, you know, Chad afterwards being, hey guys, you know, I'm sorry, I've been acting like a jerk, but I understand if you don't want to forgive me, but I just wanted to apologize and I'm hoping that we can move forward and we all just be friends, but I'm sorry and I just wanted to give you my apology or something like that. At least show that the Wyatt Six beating them down actually meant something, because right now the beatdowns just kind of makes the Wyatt Six look weak. It makes it look like, well, what was the point?
Lie detector determined that was a lie.
Right? Like, nothing changed. They don't seem to have gotten the message across to them whatsoever. You know what I mean? They're still being rude and awful and yucky, and it's like, what was the point? You know what I mean? Like, I'm lost. I'm confused.
What is this, bro? Are you being serious?
I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you feel the same way? Because I can't possibly be the only one that feels like this was a story that went nowhere.
Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should.
I mean, it was cool, obviously, as a huge Wyatt Six fan, you know, getting to see them in action and doing their thing and all that was great. But I mean, stories matter, right? I mean, we've been enjoying some really good storytelling in WWE lately, some really good stuff. Triple H has been killing it. He's been smashing it, hitting home runs out the box. Somehow, some way, this feels like a bit of a, well, I don't know, kind of like a Vince McMahon thing.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Where suddenly in the last 5 minutes of the show, they've changed their mind, or before the show's getting ready to start and everything is being torn up and redone and stories just suddenly end, or repeat matches going on and on and on. We've seen it 80 times and we're like, why are we still watching this? And there's no story to it, and there's no point, and there's no, like, what are we doing here? And I don't know, this just feels like a dropped ball kind of situation to me. That's what I'm feeling, and I think I can't possibly be the only one that feels this way, you know. And look, I mean, we want them to move on.
This is the best day of my life!
So I don't want this to be a video sounding like we want them to just continue with the feud, because I don't. I just want a solid, like, definitive, like, Wyatt Six. Why are we supposed to be afraid of them? Why are they supposed to be this power, just huge, like, force to be reckoned with. The first time they came on the scene, they destroy and annihilate everybody, right? That was incredible. We're like, holy crap, these guys mean business. They freaking just made a huge statement. And then after that, we see them freaking just battling with Chad Gable and them, and there's no positive. Chad was bleeding the first time around. He's unconscious. They freaking have beat him up. They beat his boys up. I mean, what else does it take, right? Like, to make the story feel like, okay, cool. Yeah, there was a point to it. Someone tell me what was the point to the story. I mean, yeah, from a non-storyline perspective, I guess you could say, well, it was a way to introduce the Wyatt Six, get them into some warm-up matches with good wrestlers. Because obviously, Chad and the boys there, they're good, and so is what's her name. I freaking forgot their name. I've just gone mind blank. But they're all good. They're good. They're talented. Good way to probably get Wyatt Six into the swing of things and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm baffled.
What are you doing with that? Who are these guys?
I am absolutely baffled. By the way, I'm a little bit kind of like, because it's hot in here. I don't have the fans on or anything because I'm attempting to keep the audio crispy, but I wanted to film this now while I was on my mind fresh, because I just finished watching Raw, and at the end of Raw, this is what was left on my mind that I was thinking. Because I was hoping, it's probably a lot of you guys, like, I was hoping that when Judgment Day was beating down freaking the Terror Twins again, stories that just are continuing, I would have went, that's fine, it's a story that's still in development, and yep, we can continue it, it's fine, I'm enjoying it, I'm not complaining about it, but I would have loved to have heard the Wyatt Six freaking music hit at the end there, and they are the ones who came to the ring, especially when after, Jay came down to try to rescue, help them, and then he's taken out by Braun Breaker. Like, it would have been cool to have the freaking
That's the joke of the day.
And suddenly the Wyatt Six come out. That would have been a big, huge pop. People would have went nuts. Because that's the kind of feud. Now, if that was the feud we've had, people would still want it to be going on. That's huge. That's awesome, right? Like, that is what we want to see, That is huge, right? That's what, and I was hoping it would happen. I was praying, please let their music hit, and it didn't happen. So, yeah, it just left me after the show going, well, geez, what did we get here?
Overall, I think this was all kind of me.
Now, I went and checked, there was a new QR code. I checked the QR code. I might do a sub video on that. I don't know. I need to get back into my wrestling videos. So all you wrestling fans, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I know I have my other wrestling channels and stuff where I have wrestling content. I might start putting some stuff up on those as well. But I am going to definitely be putting on my main channel here too. So make sure you're subscribed, all noties, all that stuff, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff about wrestling as well as all the other amazing content I do on my channel. I do tons of reaction videos. I've got thousands and thousands. I do vlogs. I love car content. I just love everything, right? Food, whatever. You might see a little everything. It's about my off-tap life. People forget what this channel is actually all about. It's actually about my off-tap life. It's not really supposed to be only reaction videos or only van life or only freaking car life or only food life or only freaking wrestling or any of music, films, stories, short films, whatever, all my interests and passions I have, which I have a lot. It's not even supposed to be just only one thing. It's about my off-tap life.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Right, so I might make another video reminding people about that too.
Okay.